Welcome to the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Tennessee makes the cut for the top-ranked tight end in the country. Four-star Jaden Reddell is down to 5 schools. You see the tweet there from Hayes Fawcett. Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, Oregon, and Notre Dame make the cut for the four-star prospect out of the Midwest. Now, really, when you look at this thing, it's more of a Tennessee-Georgia battle. A lot of people saying that that's 50-50, right up there at the top. He likes the offense that Tennessee runs, clearly likes the production from the tight end position at Georgia. Alabama probably in that third spot on the outside looking in. Now, a lot of people talk about the commitment of 5-star quarterback Dylan Raiola, just recently committed to the Bulldogs. A lot of people think that that gives them the momentum with Jaden Reddell. But look, I can sell it. I can spin it. Why would you want to follow Dylan Raiola when we've got a 5-star generational talent in Nico Iamaleava already on campus, already putting the work in, going to have that experience, that full year under his belt in Josh Heupel's offense? Why not come to Tennessee and play with Nico? Tennessee's doing a good job in this class of 24 across the board, I think, filling in some spots. But you look at the offensive side, they've got Jake Merklinger committed at quarterback. You've got Jonathan Eccles listed as an athlete coming to Tennessee to play the tight end position. Also got J.J. Harrell committed. Outside of that, pretty defensive heavy. Tennessee's got to continue to add some of these weapons. We've talked about the wide receivers. Tennessee is in it for some legitimate dudes. We've talked about the running back position. I think Peyton Lewis is all but of all. Dropped the video on him yesterday talking about him being predicted to Tennessee. After that video, couple more crystal balls started to come in for the 4-star running back. I think Tennessee is in a good spot to add Peyton Lewis and possibly also Braylon Russell. We will continue to follow that when it's a 50-50 battle, but they need to continue to add some of these weapons on offense, and I think that Jaden Reddell is a legitimate option. I get it. I understand. A lot of people think he is a Georgia lean because of the commitment from Raiola, but I think Tennessee is still in a good spot. We're going to get into it, talk about it, exactly where they're at with the 4-star prospect, but as always, do me a favor, smash that thumbs up just below the video. It's quick, free, easy. It helps the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin' Vols Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. This channel is a community of Tennessee fans. We're not talking at you. We're talking with you right here on the Talkin' Vols Network. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live, when we drop a video. Right now, I'm going live every single Monday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. I play a little NCAA football, but hey, we talk for 3 to 4 hours about all things Tennessee football, whether that be recruiting, expectations, random questions, old stuff, new stuff. Always a good time. If you've not checked it out, come check it out. Also working on a live stream for next Thursday, potentially at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Going to be a good time. Got a special guest coming up. I will give you guys more information as that comes around. But let's jump back into Jaden Reddell. If you're not familiar with him, 6'4", 230-pound tight end out of Missouri. And again, go back to Chad Simmons a month or so ago when he took that trip out to the Midwest. And he came back and he said all the prospects out in the Midwest are talking about one team and one team only, and that is the Tennessee Volunteers. He is a 4-star prospect. On 3 industry rankings have him as the number 2 ranked tight end in the country. On 3 directly has him as the top ranked prospect. You go look at the scouting report on him. As a college recruit, gifted pass catcher with wide receiver skills and athleticism in a tight end's body. Now, what do you guys think about the way Josh Heupel utilizes the tight end? I want to see this offense continue to grow and expand and use them more as weapons. I know what they did with Princeton Fant was very unique. They moved him around a lot. Look, he threw for a touchdown, ran for a touchdown, caught touchdowns. But I want to see them get the tight end position more involved in the throw game. Now, I know they utilize them a lot in blocking, and that's part of this offense. This offense starts with the run game, and I get that, but you get some weapons like Eccles. I think he's the guy that can be very athletic, a pass catcher. Jaden Reddell, you get him in the boat. The kid that just committed, Emmanuel Okoye. Again, I still think he's a project, but all the athleticism in the world to go out there at the tight end position and make plays. So he's measured at 6'4", 230 pounds in the spring prior to his senior season. Has plus length and a big frame with 34-inch arms and 10-inch hands. Highly proficient as a receiving threat. Has some of the best ball skills in the 2024 cycle, regardless of position. Naturally plucks the ball out of the air and effortlessly tracks the ball over his shoulder, making difficult grabs look routine. Uses his strong hands, coordination, and understanding of body positioning to consistently come down with the contested catches in jump ball situations. Runs very well. Has a unique long stride that aids in pulling away in the open field. Can be a bully after the catch using a stiff arm to neutralize defenders. Very productive as a junior. Caught 49 passes for 1,000 yards, 12 touchdowns in 10 games. Says he primarily lines up as a wide receiver for his high school team, will need to develop as a blocker in order to be an every down tight end as he moves up in the level of play. Has also played basketball, showing athleticism on the hardwood. So again, that's that's something he can work on when he gets on campus. But if you're going to play in Josh Heupel's offense as a tight end, you're going to have to be able to block. That's part of it. It starts with the run game. That's what this offense is. I know a lot of people think it's an air raid, happy-go-lucky, go out there, sling the rock around, but you got to be able to block. Especially the way that Tennessee is going to go up tempo. They're going to go fast. Having a tight end that can catch the way that they talk about Jaden Reddell, and then also be able to block in the run game. That way you can open up, do different things, and be able to still go fast. Now let's go take a look at an article from Chad Simmons. Says On3's number one tight end, Jaden Reddell, trims list to 5. Let's take a look at it. We're not going to talk about the rankings and all that. We've already been there, but here is a quote. He says what made these 5 schools stand out are how they produce tight ends, how they use the tight ends in their offense, the relationships I have with the coaches, and how they have consistently made me feel like a priority. He says, I would say my visits to these schools were 5 of the best that I've taken. He's visited Alabama 3 times, Tennessee twice, and the other 3 schools in the top 5 once. Set to return to Georgia this weekend for an official visit. Also has scheduled with Alabama June the 2nd through the 4th, Georgia June 9th through the 11th, and Tennessee June 16th through the 18th. So again, when we talk recruiting, we talk about visits. Who gets that last visit? The Vols are going to have the last opportunity. They're going to have that last chance. We talk about the highs and the lows and the emotions. And we heard earlier that Jaden Reddell wants to commit sooner rather than later. He wants to commit before the end of the summer. So Josh Heupel, this coaching staff, they're going to have that last opportunity on that last visit to make something happen. Now, Jaden Reddell also was in town for the Alabama game last year. Talks about that being the best visit of every visit that he's taken. He was there for that atmosphere, that environment. A big-time win for Tennessee, lighting up the cigar, storming the field, throwing the goalpost in the river. Jaden Reddell was in the stands and took that in, soaked that in, saw what the environment looks like, saw what Tennessee's all about. Goes on to say he doesn't have official scheduled with Notre Dame or Oregon yet. Said he's thinking about taking official to those 2 as well. I don't see it. I think, again, this is a Georgia-Tennessee battle. Alabama on the outside looking in. The other 2 just filling out the top 5. Says after my official visits, I plan to commit. I see myself committing this summer at some point. So here he goes on to talk about each of the top 5. I'm just going to take a look at the top 3: Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. We'll start with Alabama. Says it starts with the connection I have with the coaches from Joe Cox to Tommy Reese. I have strong connections there. Then it is about the sustained success that Alabama has had. Goes on, Georgia's production at tight end really stands out. That and my relationship with Todd Hartley are big. Then Georgia is the back-to-back national champs. The way they are winning is something that I look at too. And then about the Vols, he said it started with Tennessee when I was there for the Alabama game. That was my best visit ever. My relationships with the staff have grown since then too. The explosive offense they run under Josh Heupel is something else that puts Tennessee high on my list. So again, Jaden Reddell's got the official visits coming up in June. Going to make a decision shortly after that. My selling point's Nico. I'm selling him on Nico. I'm selling him on this offense, and I'm selling him on a path to the field. You know, you can go to Georgia. Yeah, it's hard to argue Georgia's production at the tight end position, but that tight end room at Georgia is pretty full. Again, signed 3 of the top 150 tight ends in 2022 and 2023. 3 top 150 tight ends. That is a loaded tight end room. Now, their class of 24, they don't have anybody committed yet, but that tight ends room is full. Look, we're adding guys like Emmanuel Okoye. And yeah, he's got a ton of athleticism, a ton of upside, but he's a project. He's a gamble. This coaching staff realizes that tight ends room is empty. Look, you got a walk on, you've got a transfer, you've got Ethan Davis, the young freshman. Outside of that, Jacob Warren's going to be off and gone. This is his last season. Jaden Reddell will have a chance to come to Tennessee and get on the field early. Will he do that? We will see. We'll continue to keep you guys up to date. Hit the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Does Tennessee have a shot with the number 1 tight end in the country? A lot of big-time prospects out there that we're talking about every single day right here on this channel. Josh Heupel's got to be able to land a few of them if we want to continue this momentum. I think the class of 24 has the opportunity, the potential to be something special. But hit the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. As always, smash the thumbs up. On the way out the door, go check out the merch. You know where, bonfire.com/store/talkinballs. The link to that is also in the description. As always, thank you to the members of the channel. You want to financially support what we're doing around here, hit the join button down below. Just below the video, right beside subscribe. Hit that little join button. It is only $1 a month. That is it. We've got 20,000 subscribers on this channel. If I can get some of you guys to hunker down and support what we are building, I would greatly appreciate it for less than $1 a month. We will continue to pump out as much content as possible, bringing you more live streams. Going to do a couple of morning streams this fall. Also try to go live probably 4 times per week at night. So lots of content coming your way. Looking forward to football season. It's right around the corner. Hey, if you don't have a dime to donate, that's cool. Hit the comment section. Let's talk a little Tennessee football, because this is the Talkin' Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.